Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna check the update, but before we start, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So for today, the update, it does have a couple things that we have to explore, but it is a pretty light update. Uh, the first update of the month is the heavy one. So let's just start with Sky Edge ROOS. So this is the new seasonal pack. As you can see, it comes with 4 items, but basically 3 of them are the ones that matter. So we have the SE Akiyama Rinko supporter, we have the Edge Trigger weapon, and we have the costume for Rinko. I'm definitely getting this. I love mechas. So yeah. Even so, let's check the what the supporter and weapon that we're gonna get through the campaign do. Increase the critical rate of machine type characters by 16% up to 32%. Increase the critical damage of human type characters by 16% up to 32%. When the enemy super armor is destroyed, the character skill cooldown time is reset, activates every 20 seconds. Not bad, not bad. It's actually pretty good for the DPS, but it is kind of difficult to micromanage all the things to do this optimally. So it's just a good effect if you actually manage to take value out of it, but it is pretty difficult to just micromanage. So ignore it for the most part. Then, when the enemy super armor is destroyed, their damage taken increases by 12% up to 24% for 10 seconds. That's amazing. That's great. When you break the super armor of the enemy, they just receive more damage just cause. That's amazing. That's a super buff. The question is, do we need to break the super armor ourselves, or is just when it's broken they receive the debuff? Because if that's the case, we can just abuse White Feather Asuka with another character and it would be amazing. Then, swiftly slash nearby enemies, dealing 66% continuous damage and break their super armor. Okay! God, that's silly. I wasn't expecting the supporter to break the super armor on demand, but that's nice. And it is only 60 seconds. This is not like a super long duration. So we have White Feather Asuka, we have this, we have Mirabelle's ultimate weapon, we have Sue's blue supporter, the dragon one, not the witch one. So yeah, there's plenty of ways to break super armor on demand nowadays. I love that. Though technically this should be a really busted supporter in theory, in practice I don't think it's as impressive as White Feather Asuka, because you would have to wait for the cooldown. You have to have this on the main to get the extra damage. It only gives you 32% damage increase, and that if you use a nano machine on this supporter. So yeah, on humans. Imagine on machines it's just going to give you a critical rate, which is not that impressive, but useful at the beginning of the game. So I like the concept, not so much the implementation. I'll have to test it to see if this actually works, but for that I need to wait for all the copies. Then, Edge Trigger. Edge Trigger over here. Kochorambu gains 15% penetration. If I'm not mistaken, that's the red one. I'll check it in a moment. Up to 30% penetration and grants super armor while active. Nice. Honestly, Rinko wants super armor. Increase damage dealt to super armor and basic attack damage by 30%. Okay, the basic attack damage increases nicely. It goes up to 30%, and basically you are going to deal more damage to the enemy while it has super armor. So basically, no matter at what stage you're in the battle, you're always dealing more damage, either with the supporter or with the weapon. I gotta admit, the weapon is the best of the two of them, though super armor Rig on demand is nice, especially on a supporter. it is not as busted as White Fedoraska, and there's a bunch of strategies that don't rely on using White Fedoraska that are pretty consistent, and the enemy is gonna have super armor, so the weapon is what I think is the most effective. Now, what else do we have? So over here it says that don't miss the package, obtain limited weapon. Will be available. The weapon will be available on VR Conquer event and future surprise weekly events. So I guess it's gonna be on VR, but I don't think it is there right now, if I'm not mistaken. Then limited supporter Akiyama Rinko can be bought in the Shop of Desires and future VR shop and arena store update. So there's the 3 copies that we're gonna receive. So over here, I already bought my copy. I don't think you need to. As I mentioned, it doesn't seem to be the most busted thing out there. In fact, you get a ton of value just by equipping this on the main on your supporter, because that's going to increase the damage. Is going to allow us to increase the damage of the party when we break super armor. It is going to allow you to break super armor on the man, and that's it. The damage increase and skill reset, it's like okay at best. It is the number, it's the 32%. That's the issue that I have. Like White Fedoraska give you like 42%, and Asusune, which is also red, gives you 40%. So they try to do this dual like with other team-wide supporters, but instead it's just for one character, and depending on what they are, they're gonna get either critical or damage, and damage is the best option. So I mean, it's okay. We still got this if you wanna get it. So it is rough, guys. It is rough. If you didn't buy this, you're gonna have to decide, if you have the desire, whether to get this, which is not gonna return, and you won't be able to get copies easily. I mean, there are a couple of ways to get this, but they are random, so I do suggest grabbing it if you like the effect. Now, what else do we have? Yes. Lan is now purchasable with gems. So yeah, if you wanna grab Lan, she's available in the store for gems characters. So yeah, you can get her with your 1,200 gems. And then June seasonal event, login event is running. Yeah, let's go to the login. So for the login, we have over here a couple rewards. They are not like super impressive, but this one is nice. 100 gems is appreciated. The crystal farmings are also appreciated. The same for the UR orb and this box. I haven't gotten any silver rings. I wish I get at least one copy of those, but I have gotten a ton of these. I love this event. God, oh god, I'm so lucky. Now, let's see, what else do we have? After maintenance, yeah. Surprise missions are campaigns. So probably I don't have all of them because I can claim a couple. But let's go over here. So first of all, you're gonna notice that we have reduced AP cost in event story, which is nice. There's a new event, which is also a weapon event. And as I mentioned previously, it is a nice spot to farm tablets of assault and tablets of survival. So if you are interested in those to farm your arena coins at maximum benefit, go for it. It is a pretty good deal. I mean, it is nice if you have the AP refills to spare. Remember that. Then we still have the HP recovery on Time 5 VR, which is nice, as well as the Time 5 points increase. So keep farming. So we have the daily consumption of AP. We have the daily consumption of BP to gain VR coins. We have the weekly emission for Total War. And over here we have new things. So clear time 5 VR 20 times, and you'll receive a copy of Edge Trigger. Get this weapon, it is just very, very good. Ah, yeah, Kochorambu. Where is Rinko? If I'm not mistaken, is the red one? Kochorambu, yeah, it is the red one. I mean, the issue with this one is the delay that the hits have, so you are exposed to interruption, and that's why the effect of the weapon is so good, because you are gonna protect yourself and you're going to be able to do the hits. This is actually a pretty strong skill if it finishes all the hits, and now we can guarantee that, which is great. Now, let us continue with the campaigns. So, clear quest on hard difficulty. Clear main quest. Okay. 19 hours. Okay, so we're gonna receive these ones. I don't like doing main quest, but okay, I guess. Then, complete event story. What does the event one has? Let's see, I have it over here. So, flower basket, one of the boxes that we have on this event, 1 copy only. Nanometal 3 copies, crystal fragment 3 copies, blank emblem 5 copies, chance and a chance booster 2 copies. It doesn't say the percentage. PDUR 10 copies at 100 clears. Okay. Nice. So yeah, there's a bunch of rewards, fortunately. Like right now it is pretty chill and they're giving a ton of rewards. In the weekend I think they gave a UR gacha ticket just cause. They wanna keep the players while the whole drama while they fix the whole drama about the outfits. So let's wait for that. I mean, it's another month. Now, VR Conquer event. Yeah. So we have the missions that I already mentioned. And the shop. Yeah, the shop. So the shop got updated. Last week we have a couple extra rewards. This week we have another set of extra rewards. We have rotation gacha coins, enchant booster, cutting fluid and ritual barrel, orb element, and flower basket of joy. So get these if you can. All of these are definitely worth it. So if you can, get them. But there's also the temptation of these weapons. So I understand if you don't buy everything here. But if you cannot grab everything, at least grab the rotation coins. Those are definitely worth your time. So now let's check. What else do we have? Repeat event Cat Astopher of Yomihara. Yeah, the other weapon event. So we have the 2 weapon events right now running. And you can claim the rewards over here if you haven't, but that's gonna end pretty soon. So let's continue farming, guys. I know that this is not everyone's favorite, but trust me, you want those VR coins, God. You want those VR coins. Just keep farming. Now, obviously, with that event, we're gonna receive copies of the weapons for Maika, Rin, and what's the name? Sora. And as well, we have a gacha. Remember that these gachas are not worth it. While the weapons are pretty good to have in the armory, they are not good for players to use. I don't doubt that at some point in the future, just like they did with the supporter collection, they're gonna do a weapon collection with the armory. They're gonna enhance it. And that's gonna give us more stats. And we'll want to have 5 copies of this. But honestly, they are not worth the roll, so I strongly suggest you avoid this. Even if that were the case. Now. We have the new customs. Yeah, over here. So we have a bunch of other customs that you can grab for the Bright family. And we also have Shizuru's custom and Ragnarok's custom. So yeah, that's one thing less to worry about. Yeah, grab the ones that you like. It is not everything, But if you have a main and you want to strengthen them as much as possible, grab costumes for that specific character or grab the ones that you like the most. That's the wisest thing to do. I mean, if you can grab them all, do so, but I mean, not everyone can do so. Now, additional limited customs. Yeah, there is this one thing. They improve a bug, which I didn't notice because I never play with sound. I always put some music on the background. And it says, fix an anomaly where the playable character Lan had no voice when taking damage. That's silly. But well, they fixed that. So yeah, that's about it, guys. As I mentioned, while it is a mid month update and it's supposed to be chunkier, it's not as chunky as the second week, as the first week, and there's not much to do, honestly. Probably next week we'll have an AP discount for the dailies, so it's up to you to decide whether you start farming now or you farm next week. But be sure to take advantage of these half AP campaigns. They are pretty good. And also, another thing, it is a good opportunity to enhance your stat training if possible for your favorite characters. I have done some of them, not all of them, but it is tedious. So good luck with that. Let me know in the comments what you think about the update, and I'll be seeing you next time. Bye.